Race and white runners. Silver Stream's in. Attendants are clearing the gates. About to break. Silver Stream just bobbing ahead here on the outside of the field. They're racing. Awesome As broke best on the inside. I'm Feeling Lucky. Fontaine Bleu also away quickly, and they're going to probably drive forward here and control the speed. Silver Stream will settle down last. In front of it is Entrechar, also on the rails at the 1600 feet. Merit First Affair getting back with Silver Stream, and so I'm Feeling Lucky leads them when they'd settled into stride. At the 1400 they go, and I'm Feeling Lucky in the first set of the Linwood Park stud colours. Out in front of the stablemate Fontaine Bleu, 2 lengths away Entrechar. Parnham now taking matters into his own hands with the favourite Silver Stream. He's off around them from last, and he cruises up there, and he parked himself running third at the 1200. Awesome As got back on the rails now, covered by Entrechar, and the last couple Feeder Merit back there with First Affair. The pace really starting to come off. 1,000 metres to go, and certainly Parnham didn't want to be caught back there as the leader I'm Feeling Lucky goes down the riverside by 1. Travelling second Fontaine Bleu, 3/4 Awesome As, and Parnham's now been able to slot Silver Stream fourth with cover. Feeder Merit's down on the inside, shaded by Entrechar, and First Affair saw them all as they go by the 650 in the Latrice Classic. I'm Feeling Lucky attempting to do it from go to woe, leads by 1 Fontaine Bleu. On the inside Awesome As, Parnham bides his time with the favourite Silver Stream. She's starting to work up onto the bridle. Feeder Merit down on the inside of Entrechar. First Affair still back last of all. On the point of the home corner they'd straightened up, and he goes for home. I'm Feeling Lucky. Fontaine Bleu, Silver Stream pulls out, starts her run. Awesome As back near the rail inside the 200. Over on the inside I'm Feeling Lucky with a kick. Fontaine Bleu, Silver Stream can't get to them though. It's still the stablemates together, and I'm Feeling Lucky draws away late in the race and has done it all the way. I'm Feeling Lucky scored from Fontaine Bleu, and I think First Affair might have cut Silver Stream out of the minor placing. Awesome As, Feeder Merit next home, and Entrechar is last of all. It was the least preferred of the two runners from Lindsay Smith's yard. I'm Feeling Lucky. For former Perth Racing chairman Ted Van Heemst, the Bletchley Park mare, I'm Feeling Lucky, trained by Lindsay Smith, who of course takes Trap for Fools into the Cup later today, ridden by Lee Newman, that has done it from barrier to box over Fontaine Bleu. They were 1-2 all the way. First Affair scooting through along the fence to grab third, and Silver Stream, she couldn't go on at the end of the race over the 1800 with the 59.5 and laboured late. 2, 3, 4, 1 placings in 1:51.56. Well, Parnham didn't want to be caught back there in a sprint because the pace was off, and that's evidenced by the time that they've run. And so he zipped around the outside. He finished up getting into that beautiful position, 1 out with cover, and it still didn't help matters at all there. It was I'm Feeling Lucky that got the money in the 4th race for the day. The winner is by Bletchley Park from Twinkle Toes. Might have been named after the owner. Teddy Van Heemst from Linwood Park Stud, long-time chairman of the club, great contributor, and of course the race that leads up into the Cup, named in his honour for his service to racing. Trained by Lindsay Smith over Fontaine Bleu. Big result here for the Van Heemst family. Ted Marilyn, Troy and Chad, owners of Fontaine Bleu, the runner-up. They've bred both of the mares. Again, trained by Lindsay Smith, ridden by Daniel Stake, and third First Affair. A Saxon Black Maiden mare for Peter Walsh, Noel Taylor, Ed Bunbury, Wanger Evans, trained by Adam Durant, ridden by Chris Parnham there. Might have got Chris and Clint Johnston Porter muddled up too in the jock, so apologies for that. A length, a half a length, and sectional 35.04 in the Latrice Classic. Let's go down to Gareth as they come back, and what a great result it is here for the Van Heemst family.
No doubt about that. As you pointed out, the Van Heemst family have been wonderful for racing here in WA, and Lindsay Smith, he quinellas the Group 3 here. Lindsay with I'm Feeling Lucky and Fontaine Bleu, both those mares coming out of that same race last start. Were you expecting a performance like that from the winner?
Not really. As I might have spoke to you in between her last race and this race, she was a bit fresh the other day. I didn't know a lot about it because we haven't had it long, so I just went back to the old system and work hard and take that edge off her, and yeah, lucky I did.
She settled, as you pointed out, a lot better today, and she probably went slower than she did last start. She gave a wonderful kick. She's been a really good mare for Connection. She went to Melbourne and had a campaign there, and back here, she can continue to go on now with her career. She gets that winning feeling back.
No, I think that's it.
That's it?
She's having a baby, so I don't think they can keep going too long. But yeah, she's going to have a baby, so she's going to go to stud on a good note.
And Fontainebleau, she was good once again.
Yeah, well, she's a horse that, you know, they're breeders, so they need the black type. It would have been nice, obviously, to put her in other races where she could win, but for them in the future, she got another black type, and she could have a spell now and then come back and have a little prep before she goes to stud.
Are you feeling lucky now with Trap for Fools later on in the day?
Oh, well, you know, he's got me here, so, you know, I have faith in him, and all depends what happens in the run, but he's in good order.
Best of luck. We'll catch up with you throughout the day. Love the outfit today, too.
Good, don't I?
You're looking well.
Cheers.
Good luck. There's Lindsay Smith there, and Lee Newman, well, he has been doing it hard to get down to 53 kilos in the big race, the Perth Cup, where he rides for his good mate Dan O'Connor aboard Star Value. He's about to catch up with Matty Kelly, the Flying Scotsman, right now.
He picked up the listed Listeer on War Room. I've got a feeling this might be your first group win. Just clarify that for us.
In Australia, yeah.
In Australia, beg your pardon.
It's been a while.
Incredibly well rated out in front, this girl. Congratulations on a top ride from yourself. Just talk us through the run.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd have to say I got lucky. I got the ride thanks to the owners and Mrs. Smith for putting me up. Great training performance. I actually thought I was in trouble early because she was being keen, and I just had to feed her a little bit of rain, thinking that if I got her to relax a bit more, she'd have more at the end, and it worked out, luckily.
Just obviously some handy horses in behind in Fontainebleau and Silver Stream. Was there any thoughts that they might be coming late, or did you feel that you had it a fair way out?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you never keep your guard down in these races, full of good horses, but I didn't expect to have saved so much, but she's very gutsy, and Mrs. Smith can have him extremely fit, so that helps.
You've combined with Lindsay to score here. You are up against him in the Perth Cup a little later on. You're on Star Value, taking on Trap for Fools and others. For those keen to have a bit of a flutter on the Daniel O'Connor trained Star Value, just your thoughts ahead of the big race this afternoon?
I think the name says it all, mate. Star Value.
Well said, and well done here.
Thank you.
Lee Newman, first group winner in Australia on the 2. I'm feeling lucky. Boy, is this fella in form, Lee Newman.
To the Scotsman. Welcome to WA on a 36-degree day, Lee Newman, and obviously he's been here for a little while now, but he's up and about, and he's doing it tough. We saw him just outside the jockey's room before, Hawley. He's carrying, well, he has to waist down to 53 kilos, so it's not easy for a jockey who's not used to riding that light.